Hello, I'm Dennis Watson, Vice President at Travera, and I'm going to give you a brief introduction and overview of Travera's new rapid therapy selection test and our special partnership with No Stomach for Cancer. For cancer patients and their oncologists who want and need guidance to effective therapies that may go beyond what's offered in the guidelines, Travera is a therapy guidance company that offers a completely unique and different approach. It gives you the opportunity to identify effective personalized therapies in each individual cancer patient, especially those advanced stage patients who are beginning to run out of good options. In gastric cancer, you might be familiar with the many pages that exist in the guidelines after frontline therapy. Countless chemotherapies are offered, targeted inhibitors, immunotherapies, most of which are listed alphabetically. And the picture is further complicated by which surgical options might be available to you or not, HIPEC based approaches, and more. When you reach this point in your care, your next line of therapy may become a trial and error guessing game of what comes next. Your doctor is doing absolutely the best they can with the data that is available, but this is not true guidance. And Travera's goal is to help close that gap. If this is you and you've moved beyond the standard options available, what do you do now? Unlike genomic therapy guidance, which requires genetic mutations that most patients don't have, Travera can provide therapy selection to any cancer patient who can provide us with a biopsy. One of the best aspects of Travera's rapid therapy selection test is that it's a 2-day turnaround time, not the weeks or months required by genomic or other types of therapy guidance testing. So here's what's so unique about our test, which really consists of three basic steps. Step one is to get us live cancer cells from the patient. This is typically done from a diagnostic laparoscopy, ascites fluid drain, or biopsy. These specimens are then sent to our lab via FedEx overnight delivery in one of our temperature controlled shipping kits. Step two is for us to apply cancer drugs to the cells, typically a panel of 20 FDA approved cancer drugs, and then we wait 24 hours to give those drugs time to start working. Step three is the completely unique part of our test. Instead of determining how a drug works by counting how many cells it's able to kill, we use a new measurement technology invented at MIT to weigh the individual cells. We can determine if a drug is working by measuring if it is starting to kill the cancer cell, which changes its weight by a tiny amount, but enough that we can measure it. This unique measurement approach gives us an incredibly fast turnaround time of only 2 days. Travera's data is most appropriate for patients who have exhausted standard frontline therapies and are seeking expanded options. We have prospective data from a number of late stage patients in which we've been able to predict drug response 84% of the time. Now, it should be noted that this data is early and we're still learning from ongoing clinical trials and real world experiences. But that's exactly why partnerships like this one with No Stomach for Cancer are so important. Travera gets to learn from every case we test and every outcome we collect. And through this early access to our developing technology, you and your doctor could gain new insight on your cancer that might be beneficial in guiding your next treatment choice. Travera does require a fresh biopsy or fluid collection if you have ascites, and as a CLIA certified test, we do require your doctor's order and support. But Travera can work with you directly to get connected to your doctor and explain this unique opportunity to them. We're partnering with groups like No Stomach for Cancer to build a gastric cancer specific database. And this is why we're willing to offer testing at no cost through this organization. We simply ask that if you choose to participate in this program, you share with us what happens in your treatment journey after you receive the results. The results will be returned to your physician approximately 2 days after we receive your specimen, helping your doctor to understand which of the drugs analyzed your cancer cells were most sensitive to, and potentially allowing them to rule out drugs that are unlikely to impact your cells. We're running a series of clinical validation studies to confirm the predictive accuracy of our test, and you can find the up-to-date results of those studies on our website. But by participating in this program, you can get early access to the test and help to expand this important database. If you'd like more information about the Travera Rapid Therapy Guidance Test and our early access program, please call us at 781-874-0808 or email us at one of the addresses on your screen.